running tests when something is deployed. I think it's like more a systems level kind of view of things. I think it's DevOps. Is that the one? I think there's there's SRE, there's site reliability engineering, DevOps, and then software development, right? There's differences between those things. I think SRE and DevOps are similar, but development operations is like, I think it's a mix between SRE and programming. Stream cut out. Can you please start again? Oh, really? Is it still going? Are we still here though? Hello, 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 hello. You want me to say it again? Sure. Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's I missed what you were saying. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess DevOps is like, there's like two roles that I'm thinking of, which is like site reliability engineering, and if you're curious about that, there's a whole book on it. Site reliability engineering and hold on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Just want to get the milk out of here because it's freaking sweating. There's condensation. So there's this there's site reliability engineering, and then there's also software development. And I think DevOps fits somewhere in between the two. You can actually look at if you do something like this, you go on Stack Overflow and look at the jobs. And you look for DevOps. And you look at what they're looking for. If you just grab, not Android, not this though. Just a bunch of this stuff. And then you look at the job description. So comfortable implementing, maintaining cloud infrastructure. To Scrum and Agile, so they do want you to do development, applications, release procedures, production support, testing. Yeah, testing and release, post-production support. Okay, improve processes, design enhancements with automation. It's kind of what I do actually. It's DevOps-ish. It's very DevOps-ish, the stuff that I do right now. Infrastructure recommendations, infrastructure documentations, just DR plans, Terraform scripts and architect secure cloud solutions within AWS. Product managers, designers, monitor and manage our internet infrastructure. So they do want you to do some programming and automation stuff. It's just kind of really vague. As with all jobs, you do whatever they want you to do, if they tell you to do. That's what you're actually going to end up doing, is whatever they tell you to do. But yeah, they want a certification, they want CI/CD. Yeah, CI/CD, this has a lot to do with like when you're pushing changes, like pushing and testing changes. That's, yeah, okay. No, I guess that's a lot like SRE. It's like the same thing as SRE. There's a book that Google has about SRE. I have a whole book on it. Yeah, this is the one. So I'd recommend this. I was gonna read this at some point, but I never really got around to reading the whole thing. It kind of takes a while to read it all. But yeah, you're like an SRE kind of a thing with the DevOps, and there's a whole book from Google I'd recommend. I didn't get very far actually reading this because I went to interview for the SRE position, and I just I should read this actually. I like the SRE role. I think it's kind of neat. I would be interested in actually being an SRE at Google. I mean, there's a lot of things I like. I kind of would do anything at Google, sort of. I mean, there's a lot, but I think SRE in particular is a really interesting thing because it's kind of like it's all the things that are sort of already functioning, and what you're going to do is you're going to try to optimize stuff. That's kind of the idea, sort of. I mean, there's a lot of pieces to it, but yeah, but anyway. Wow, look at this, man. Whoa. Huh. Groovy. You know why? Yeah, it makes me think of Elasticsearch uses Groovy scripts. Yeah, Ansible. Right. I feel like I should, yeah. I think when it comes to jobs, it's really useful to like make a small project that kind of just uses all these different technologies. That way you could be like, here, I made this on your resume. A lot of jobs on Stack Overflow too, just by the way. But yeah, you get an idea of what they want from just reading the what do they call that, job descriptions. Gives you an idea of what the DevOps engineer what they're kind of expecting it to do. Wow, there's not a lot of money for DevOps. I haven't like poked around at the. Anyway, okay. Dojo Mojo. Yeah, AWS. There's all the cloud-based stuff. And this is the CI/CD stuff, which is continuous integration, continuous deployment. So you're constantly updating, like constantly, code is being changed in your application, then you want to push it out to the basically to the into production, out to the users. And you want to, there's like testing and regression testing. There's like, well, there's like QA, but like it's not really QA. It's more like systems level kind of testing where like you want to make sure everything's still working properly after you push an update. That's kind of the idea with continuous integration and continuous deployment, if I understand it correctly.